Go ahead. Make my day.
I see it.
Milk was a bad choice.
Wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand. Wax on, wax off.
Hello, and welcome to Watchlist Rundown, the podcast where we explore the cinematic universe one ridiculous question at a time. We are so glad to have you here with us. My name is Hunter. I am one of your hosts on our show, and I am joined as always by my good friend and co-host Nick.
Good Chiga.
And for this episode, we are going to be talking about what movies shouldn't be remade.
Yes.
So, I guess just starting off right away, we have first a little segment we want to do that we recently started called Life Updates.
Mm-hmm.
So, what movie or show have you watched recently?
The Nice Guys.
You just rewatched that?
Dude, I've literally watched that movie at least 5 times a week.
5 times a week?
Dude, I'm not joking. I love that movie with a passion, dude.
Really?
It is so good.
Okay.
It's like the perfect 70s, like, mystery comedy, dude.
You sent me a clip of it on TikTok and I watched it, and it does look really fun. It looks like a good movie.
Like, Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling together is like the perfect
dynamic
match.
duo.
Like, whoever came up with that idea, they're God. Like, bro, come on. That I would never picture them together, but it's awesome.
All right, I do want to watch it. It does look good. It does
It's
look
on
fun.
Netflix.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
All right, maybe I'll have Riley watch it with me.
She would love it.
Okay. Maybe I'll ask her if she wants to watch it tonight or something. We need to watch something. So, all right. I have watched a lot of things since we last recorded some episodes. We recorded a while ago, and then we both got really busy, so we had not had the opportunity to actually talk about the stuff that I have watched since our last episodes. We recorded the Star Wars episode 11, after our extended, probably month gap. But since that gap, I have watched a lot of movies. I watched every single Mission Impossible movie from start to finish. I love them all very, very much.
I bet you do.
They are so freaking good, and I wish that I had watched them sooner, because I wish I had watched the other ones in theaters. But I did get the opportunity to watch Dead Reckoning Part 1 in theaters, and it was phenomenal. Have you watched that yet?
No.
It is so
I'm
so
not
good.
really into Mission Impossible.
Which ones have you seen?
What's the one where her brain gets like exploded because that pill goes up her nose?
Bro, that's like the second one.
Oh. I got that far.
Okay, so the first one, it's old, but it's pretty good. That's the second one. The first one is old, but it's pretty good. The second one is probably the worst one. It's barely a Mission Impossible movie. The third one goes back to being a good Mission Impossible, and after the third one, they only get better. If you haven't seen them all, you actually would really like them. Because full transparency, before I had watched them, I was not a very big Tom Cruise fan. I thought he wasn't a very good actor. I didn't really like him. I had only seen a few of his movies. I'd seen War of the Worlds, and I had seen, what else had I seen? I had seen Top Gun, but a long time ago, so that one I feel like doesn't really count because I barely remember it. But since we've last recorded, I have watched a ton of Tom Cruise movies. Oblivion. I have watched. My brain is blanking right now.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. Yep. I've watched all of the Mission Impossibles. I recently watched for the first time with Riley Night and Day. That one was pretty fun.
I don't think I've seen that one.
No, that one's fun. That one basically it's basically Mission Impossible, but not.
Oh, okay.
So basically, he's this like secret agent who, just like in Mission Impossible, is always on the run from his own government because his government thinks he did something he shouldn't have, even though he didn't. And then basically he's like getting frames, and then this girl ends up getting mixed into it, and so now they're both on the run, and she's kind of wild and uncontrollable and keeps trying to run away from him, but he knows that they'll kill her if she doesn't stay with him. So it's like him trying to keep her from running away. It's funny. It's good. It's got like a 6.3 out of 10, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun movie.
Okay.
So I would say I watched all of those. I'm just going to make it a long update because I have seen a lot of things. All those. And then I also watched season 1 of Invincible.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. I have not watched that bonus episode yet. I have not had the chance to.
You really don't have to, but...
Yeah, I know. It's like a prequel episode.
Yeah, it's Adam Eve's origin story.
Yeah. Which she's a cool character, so I'm not opposed to watching. I just haven't had the chance to. But Invincible is so good.
Yeah, it is. I love that show.
The reason I chose to watch it is because the new Mortal Kombat is coming out. And
that's why you watched it, okay.
That's literally why I watched it. Is because
Homelander's gonna be in Mortal Kombat. You gotta watch The Boys then.
I know, and I watched half of episode 1 at work, and then I realized maybe I shouldn't watch this at work.
No, you do not need to watch that at work.
So that's why I stopped. But I do need to watch that one too, yes. I watched Haunted Mansion, the new one. That one was also pretty fun. I had seen the Eddie Murphy one, and I think that this one is much more true to the story of the actual ride at Disney.
Yep.
And then I watched Oppenheimer, also phenomenal. So
Barbenheimer,
yeah. So I watched a lot of things. Oh, Indiana Jones as well. I've literally watched so many movies recently. I watched Alien 1 and Alien 2, both of them great. I had seen the first one, but I had never seen the second one, so I wanted to rewatch both of them. I'll probably leave it at that, but that's my movie update. Now I gotta watch some more movies, so I have something to talk about next episode. All right. Now let's actually get into the episode of what movies shouldn't get remade. I'll let you start.
Jaws.
Didn't they already have sequels to Jaws?
They have sequels to Jaws, but not remakes.
Okay.
Jaws is such a classic movie, they should not touch it.
That's fair.
Like, I know the Meg came out, and that's kind of like Jaws, but it's not Jaws.
It's different. It's not Jaws.
John Williams, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
That, I was going to say The Exorcist, but they already did that.
They already did what?
The Exorcist. The remake comes out in like a few weeks.
Yeah.
Well, the requel, it's so stupid. I'm not even gonna go watch it.
Alright. So I think that the Lord of the Rings movies should never be remade, should never be touched. Like, the extended editions of the Lord of the Rings movies are peak cinema.
But they are. They're doing the TV shows of them.
Huh?
Yeah, they're making TV shows out of the Lord of the Rings movies.
You're kidding me.
No, look it up. It's going to be an Amazon thing.
I know that they're doing Narnia.
No, I know they're doing Lord of the Rings too.
What?
I swear, I saw that.
No, you're wrong. There are no current plans to remake Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogies, as considered difficult to improve upon, and Tolkien Estate would likely object. However, Warner Brothers has announced new Lord of the Rings movies, although the details are scarce. I am okay with them making new movies. There is a lot of history and a lot of stuff you can expand upon. Like, there's the Rings of Power, which I know it's very controversial with, like, fans of the books. I have read The Hobbit, and I have read about half of The Fellowship of the Ring. I'm working on finishing them. I have them on audiobook, and I'm working on getting through them, but they're very long. They're like 24-hour audiobooks, dude.
They're like Stephen King's It, bro. They're so long.
I'm not even kidding you. The audiobook is like 21 hours and like something minutes. It's so long. So I am planning on finishing those. I just got to spend a couple days at work just listening to them all day. But Rings of Power is a good show. And I think that Lord of the Rings should be done as Star Wars has been done. Don't remake them, add to them.
Yeah.
They're making a War of Rohirrim, which is an animated movie that's coming out. Apparently, HBO and Netflix have both pitched ideas for Lord of the Rings shows, but the Tolkien estate has been hesitant to approve them. I don't think that they'll ever remake the movies, and I don't think they should. But I'm okay with them adding to the movies, creating prequels, creating sequels, creating stuff that takes place at the same time in different places. Like, there's tons of story, there's tons of arcs and other characters that are really interesting and cool. There's lots of really cool games that explore the story in other areas of the world. So there's lots of story that can be told, and there's lots of books. There's way more than just the original 3. So I think that there's lots of expanding that can be done on the Lord of the Rings, and I would love for them to expand, but don't remake.
Okay, yeah, I can understand that.
What's your next one?
I think they shouldn't remake any of the Star Wars movies, like the originals.
Right, and I don't think they will.
Oh, bro, maybe.
I hope they don't. Here's my only thing. I don't want them to. I don't think they should. But if they did, I think that they could make it a more cohesive story than it already is. Like, they could do things, because in the original trilogy, it was the original trilogy, and I know everything built off of it. If anything, they should remake the sequels.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. I think that, no, I agree. They shouldn't be remade. There's not really any reason that they should be remade. Just continue expanding. There's so much universe there. I don't think they will remake them. I think that they would face too much backlash.
For real.
So yeah, Star Wars is good. I think that the Fight Club movie should never be remade.
Yeah, no.
That movie is phenomenal, and I love it. And I
can see it getting sequels.
What'd you say?
I can see it getting sequels.
I don't think so.
Not with Edward Norton, because he died. But
sequels, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know. I love the twist in Fight Club. I love the whole movie's just great. Like, it's a top tier movie, and I loved it. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say on it. It's just I don't think that movie should be remade.
I'm gonna say Scream. Scream should not be remade.
No?
No, it gets sequels, which is fine. But Wes Craven did such a good job on the first Scream movie, and Skeet Ulrich and Matthew Lillard made that movie. But you can't top that, man. It's Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich.
Speaking of Matthew Lillard, I am so excited for the Five Nights movie.
Dude, and he's gonna be Springtrap. So hell yeah, I'm down.
I'm so hyped for that movie. It looks so good.
I'm literally gonna wear my Freddy Fazbear costume. Don't care.
Do you have a Freddy Fazbear costume?
I do not, but I'll go buy one at Spirit Halloween.
They have one there?
Yeah.
It's gotta be so bad.
Oh, dude, it's terrible.
No, don't go Spirit Halloween. If you're gonna go Freddy Fazbear, you gotta go all out. You gotta be bulky, and otherwise you're just gonna look like a person in a onesie.
I'm just gonna be like,
Okay, I think that the Watchmen movie should never be remade.
With
the Zack Snyder one.
Yeah.
I know they have the TV show, and I've heard it's some people like it, some people hate it. But I think that the Watchmen movie is so well done and has great character development. It's super entertaining. It doesn't do too much and too little in different areas. It's just it's all around just a great movie. I think that it could maybe get sequels, but I don't want it to ever get remade. Also, that Freddy Fazbear is the worst outfit I've ever seen.
It's only $30.
I can see why.
I think that Halloween should stop getting remakes.
So you think they should be done?
I think it should be done. For now. I know they'll remake it, but if they do an original story, you know? Not do this like Cult of Thorn and like this demon stuff, you know? Just make it a serial killer, like a babysitter killer, you know? Like go back to the original roots.
Right.
Like bring Dr. Loomis back. I'm pretty sure you don't know who that is, but he was Michael's psychiatrist, and you know, I don't know. Rob Zombie did a phenomenal job in the first one. The second one kind of bombed, but his first one was a really good remake. I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved to see more by him, but he just messed it up with the second one.
I need to watch. I'm not a horror movie fan, but I don't mind the hacker slasher stuff. Like, I'm sure I'd be fine with Scream. I'm fine with Michael Myers, Halloween stuff. I just actually need to watch them, but it's just not really my type of necessarily movie.
I know you don't like gory stuff, so I
don't mind gory stuff. I'm fine with gore.
Oh, like, what was your issue? Oh, wait, is it like the ghost ones?
My issue with what?
Like with horror movies, what was?
I'm just not a big fan of jump scare stuff.
Oh, okay, so like Insidious and all that stuff.
Yeah, movies like that, not a big fan of. I mean, I do enjoy the Conjuring movies. Okay. But more just for the story. I don't know.
And those are based on true stories, though. So I mean,
I feel like my problem is I don't probably dislike horror movies. I think I just dislike experiencing them for the first time. Like, if I had known everything that's going to happen in the movie already, like, I've seen the Conjuring movies, like, both, or I think I've seen the first two, like, 3 times. And I know what's going to happen in them, so I enjoy them. But I don't like going in not knowing what's going to happen. But, like, with the Michael Myers movies, those are just like him going around killing people, so it's not like it's really scary. It's more just intense, and I'm okay with intense, and I'm okay with violence. I don't care about blood. Like
Jason and Freddy and Ghostface and Michael, that's how they all are in Leatherface.
Yeah, I honestly would probably be fine with all those movies. I don't know. I'm not like a huge fan of unnecessary gore.
And Saw's not even like, dude, Saw's just a whole nother ballgame with horror, because like his movies, you gotta escape the traps, and his traps are really gory if they don't get out. So I mean, it's really just torture porn at that point.
Is Saw basically the escape room movie but violent?
Yes.
Okay.
But it has a great story though. Like John Kramer's story is awesome, dude.
Okay. I don't know. I probably would enjoy them. I just haven't taken the opportunity to actually watch them.
Yeah. But I mean, that's a whole different topic for when it's spooky season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which it is spooky season, September. But, you know. It's okay.
Another one that shouldn't be remade is... You've seen Ex Machina, right?
What one?
Ex Machina?
No.
You haven't seen Ex Machina?
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, you would love it. It's Oscar Isaac. And it is... This was when I was in my... sci-fi phase. I was watching a lot of sci-fi stuff. This was when I watched Blade Runner for the first time, and I watched like
the robot movie.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, I don't think that movie should be remade. I loved that movie. I think that it was so unique and interesting. Maybe you can make a sequel to it. I don't think so. I really don't think so, especially since the main character died at the end. But I guess you could make a movie about the robots going out into the world or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think that movie should not be remade or a sequel necessarily. I really liked it a lot.
Okay. I think a movie that shouldn't get remade is The Nice Guys.
Okay.
That movie is very good. I love
So-
that movie.
If I watch it, will you stop talking about it?
Yes. It's so good.
If that's what it takes, then I'll do that. I think that Pinocchio shouldn't be remade anymore.
Okay. I don't think any classic Disney princess movie should be remade.
True, I'm getting sick of the remakes. They all suck.
I'm getting sick of this Snow White actor. No hate against her, but like,
No, you can throw hate against her. She's driving me nuts. She's so full of herself.
God.
Like, Riley is obsessed with Disney and princess movies and all of that. She considers herself a Disney adult. And this actress who's playing Snow White, what's her name again?
I don't know. Let me look her up.
But she is so, like, she's like, Snow White doesn't need a man to save her. Snow White doesn't need this. Snow White, it's her story.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally
Rachel
her story.
Zegler.
Rachel Zegler, yep. Because she was in Shazam too.
Oh, that's why I hate her.
She was annoying in that movie too, honestly.
Yeah, that is why I hate her. She played that stupid goddess. Oh, God, that movie just pissed me off. That movie can get remade.
That movie can get... No, we'll just start over. Let's let James Gunn do his thing. I think that there's a right way to do things and there's a wrong way to do things. And they're like, this movie was made so long ago and, like, women can be, like...
Heroes and stuff.
Heroes. Yes, sure. They can. That's literally what Mulan is about. But
Right.
that's not what Snow White is about. That's not Snow White's story.
Yeah.
Like, Snow White is about her falling in love with this guy, her evil stepmother, or not stepmother, yeah, her stepmother. And, like, let's not even talk about the whole, how you're not hiring short people for the roles of the dwarves.
Yeah,
Like,
which is stupid.
Like, it's literally the roles that they are made for. Like, I watched this interview of, I can't even remember who it was, but it was this guy and this girl. It was like a talk show. And he was talking to this girl, and she was like defending small people. And she was like, well, you shouldn't have to play these roles. They're derogatory towards you. They call you dwarves. And then they show this short person, or the small person, and she's like, and the guy, the talk show host was like, what would you call yourself? He's like, a dwarf. I'm a dwarf. That's the role. That's what I am. And he's like, we're getting pushed out of Hollywood to not play these roles that we are born to play.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Wee Man. That was Wee Man, bro.
I don't know, what is he in?
Wee Man's the guy from Jackass.
I haven't seen Jackass.
Oh, well, he's a comedian, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But like, I understand where this dude's coming from. It's like, you have these roles that everybody's saying you should have a black actor play, or you should have a lesbian actress play if it's a lesbian character, or whatever. Like, it's the same argument. I mean, I don't agree with that.
It's the same argument with, like, all the ginger people, because, like...
Yeah.
Like,
you should have for Little Mermaid, ginger representation. Like, when have you seen a ginger in a movie that, like...
When have you seen a ginger in a movie or animation in a while? Have you seen lately that, I'm not like racist or anything, but like all the gingers have been being recast as black people?
Yeah.
Like
I'm
April...
okay with them having having black actors and actresses playing certain roles. That's totally fine with me. But when there's certain roles made for certain characters, like, for example, The Little Mermaid, no hate against Halle Berry. I've heard that the movie's really good. But the role was made for a white female actress with red hair. And they went a different route, and it had Halle Berry. Again, no hate against her. I've heard she did a great job. It's the same thing with Rachel Zegler, except for, first off, she's not white. Second off, she doesn't care about how... She said she's seen the movie twice. She said she saw it once when she was a kid and didn't like it. And then she said she watched it again when she got the role. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Like,
Why would you go after a role that you hate, you know?
Exactly. And then they're changing up the entire story because they didn't like how the story was told. Then tell them, make a different movie. You know?
Yeah.
Like, make an original movie. Don't call it Snow White. You're just calling it Snow White because you have the name attached to it and people are going to come watch it.
I'm not going to watch it.
No. It's just like, she's just so full of herself, and it's like, it just is driving me insane. Like, there's so many. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he just sent me a picture of a bunch of red-haired characters that have been turned black. And there is
A lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 rows, 4 wide. So 16. 42? I don't know. My math sucks. I think it's 42. 42 characters that have been changed from redhead from a redhead to a black character.
And that's not even all of them, bro.
Right. I mean, I have no. A lot of these characters are really good characters.
Like Idris Elba and Jamie Foxx. And...
Like, yeah, Idris Elba as Heimdall. And
I forgot what his name is, but the guy who played Jim Gordon in The Batman, he did awesome.
He did do great. The new Jim Gordon did great. You have Zendaya as MJ, also did great. But there's a lot of characters. Wow.
Yeah.
Batgirl.
Twice.
I'm okay with Batgirl being black. It doesn't bother me. But, like, they're still taking the roles away from those redhead characters. That's interesting. Huh. I did not realize that happened that many times.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm gonna save this and I'll put it on our Twitter, just so people can see it. But that's really interesting. Mm-hmm. So I guess let's say Disney movies shouldn't be remade. I agree, but if they're going to remake them, then
do it right.
Do it right. Do it how the story's supposed to go. Have the characters that are supposed to be in it. Make Tiana live action. Go ahead, but make her black actress.
Dude, make Princess and the Frog live action. Dude.
That's what I'm saying. Tiana, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I don't know those movies. I just know by title.
Make that live action. Make more of those movies with more ranged characters. Like
if you want a badass story, do Frozen, do Brave, do Tangled.
Right, dude, Brave live action would be so cool.
Dude, I'd be there day one. I love all those Viking movies and stuff.
That would be so good. I'm so excited for How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, maybe.
So that's
another one. Hiccup's girlfriend, she got turned black.
Yeah, but she wasn't a redhead.
Oh.
And also, I like the actress that's going to be playing her. It's the girl from The Last of Us.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Sarah.
The daughter, yeah. Another one, did I go last? You went last, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Indiana Jones.
Oh, dude, they're going to remake that.
I really, really hope not.
If they do, I want Chris Pratt to be Indy.
Chris Pratt? I could see it.
Yep.
But I don't know. I don't think that they should remake it. Like, they're probably going to because it's a recognizable name. The character's done. But if they're going to remake it, give it some time.
For real.
Please give it time. I think Indiana Jones should never be remade, though.
I don't think I really have any more.
No?
Other than Back to the Future.
True. No, never remake Back to the Future.
But that's about it.
Do you think they're going to remake Back to the Future?
One day. After they die.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Doc Brown is getting pretty old.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's I don't even know how old he is. How old is Christopher Lloyd?
I think that The Princess Bride should never be remade.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Princess Bride is just one of the most perfect movies.
Dang, Christopher Lloyd's 84 years old.
84?
Yeah.
He still seems like he's in good health. Like, he was in The Mandalorian and he seemed good.
Yeah. And he was just a nobody.
Was he Nobody? I didn't watch Nobody. I heard it was really good.
What the hell? Yes, watch Nobody. It's literally John Wick, but with Saul Goodman.
I haven't finished Nobody yet.
Nobody.
or John Wick yet.
It's in the John Wick universe.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah. It's from the creators of John Wick.
Is Nobody in the John Wick universe? Not set in the same universe. Nobody is not set in the same universe as John Wick. It does not contain any overt Easter egg references or connections to the Keanu Reeves franchise. However, there are theories that Nobody takes place in the same universe as John Wick, but that won't be official until Odenkirk or Reeves show up in each other's movies. So I guess it could be, but it's not. It's specifically said it is.
Bob Ortner?
Or it's O-D-E-N Kirk. Odenkirk.
Odenkirk. Bob Odenkirk. I don't know.
I'm just gonna go through a list and we'll just touch on them briefly. Dead Poet Society.
No.
Have you seen that movie?
Yes.
I love that movie. Honestly, any Robin Williams movie really shouldn't be remade.
Yeah, Good Will Hunting should never be remade.
There's anything that's really Robin Williams that he's had his influence on. There's no way you can make a movie that's better.
Jumanji, they did it good because it's Jumanji.
Jumanji is a different topic because they didn't remake it. It's like a sequel.
Yeah.
Like the original Jumanji happened in the sequel universe. Like, it's not like they remade the entire thing. It's just it became a video game instead, so it could live on.
Yeah.
Like, people don't play board games anymore. Let's turn it into a video game. So, The Breakfast Club.
I want that to be remade.
Really?
I love that movie. Like, it's one of my favorites. But I want to see like a remake of it.
I don't, and here's why.
Don't you forget about me, dude. That was my senior song too.
Was it?
Yeah.
The reason why I don't think it should be remade is because it takes place in a period of time in life where life was very different than it is now. The music hits that time period. Like, I don't want to have it remade right now, and you've got freaking like.
No, I'm
Cardi
saying like
B
if they
music.
remake it as an 80s movie.
No. Because it was already set in the time. It's as authentic as it possibly can be.
Yeah, you right.
Like, it's
they don't
already
make movies like that anymore anyway.
They don't. But it's as it should be, and I don't think that there's any reason to do it again.
Yeah.
It is a great movie. I love that movie. You got anything else?
Bueller's Day Off.
Bueller's Day Off?
Yeah.
Secret? I've never seen it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You are going to hell.
Listen, I need to. I know. Do you think that the Terminator movie should be remade?
I mean, they already have many times.
Okay, those are sequels, though.
No.
Every time Arnold has come back.
Arnold Schwarzenegger did so good in that, I don't think anybody could replace him.
I agree. I think that he is the Terminator, and I don't think that there's anybody who could come in and take over that role.
I mean, if his son did it, his son is ripped. So, I mean...
Is he?
Yeah, well, he has two
Is he
sons.
An actor?
Yeah.
Is he an actor?
I don't know if he acts, but Arnold Schwarzenegger, he didn't act, but he did it.
That's true.
All that Arnold Schwarzenegger did was, I'll be back, you know?
Oh, that's true. He didn't act. I guess his son is pretty ripped, but he doesn't really look...
Sarah Connor.
He doesn't really look like him, though.
I know, but I mean, they could do... I don't know. His other son looks like him, but he's fat.
Yeah, he lost weight. But I don't know. I don't think that those movies can be remade. I think that Arnold killed the role, and he is the Terminator, and especially like those first 3 Terminator movies are so good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not the Terminator, whatever it's called, but the first main 3.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else? Nightmare Before Christmas should never get remade.
Wait. It's funny you say that because they're actually doing a live-action remake.
Live action?
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
With Tim Burton and Johnny Depp.
Disney announces Nightmare Before Christmas live action remake, Johnny Depp to star. Disney has been steadily busy with their live action remakes since the movies like The Lion King and Jungle Book exploded into mainstream popularity. Well, if anybody can do it, it's Johnny.
Which I'm glad that he's gonna do it because I can't see anybody else doing Jack Skellington.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not upset with that.
Dude,
but
that's actually gonna be sick because if he is gonna be oh my god, I'm losing my train of thought.
Jack Skellington.
If he's gonna be Jack Skellington, Helena Carter, she could be Alice.
Helen Bonham Carter?
Yeah, her.
Wasn't that Corpse Bride?
Yeah, but I mean they're on screen together all the time. I hate you.
You're doing the same thing, dude. You're replacing a redheaded character.
Bro, she's half black. And she was redhead.
You're still replacing redheaded character.
She was the Red Queen in Alice in Wonderland, okay. Or like Anne Hathaway. I can see her.
I could see Anne Hathaway. I can definitely see that. But also Anne Hathaway's getting older.
Well, Johnny Depp's old.
I know. I don't know. I just feel like both of them don't fit the. I guess maybe it's a different type of world. I don't know. I feel like even then that movie shouldn't be remade. I still disagree. I love Johnny Depp. I love him, but I still don't think that movie should be remade.
Speaking about Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean should never be remade.
No, I agree. Pirates should not be remade.
The best one.
I'm okay with sequels.
Yeah,
but don't remake it. Jack Sparrow is Johnny Depp.
God, man, keep a weathered eye on the horizon.
Keep a weathered eye on the horizon. Any other movies you got?
Not really, no.
Not really, no. Okay. I'm just gonna go through IMDb and I'm gonna throw out a movie name and you tell me if it should be remade or not.
Okay.
Okay. The Predator series.
Yes.
I agree because I think Prey should be a whole new timeline.
I think they should keep doing Predator movies like Prey, but in different segments of time.
Exactly. I think we talked about this before, but remaking Prey in different time periods would be such a cool concept. Like have them go to like medieval Roman times or like night times or whatever.
Or make more Native American movies with
That's true.
Because those credits, like the end credits, was ships arriving to their tribe. So
right. And then I guess I do have to go here in a second, so I might have to cut it early. But I guess the last one, which is already being remade, I want to hear your thoughts on it. Harry Potter.
That is so stupid that they are doing that. But I understand why. I mean, I hope they do it way better true to the books. But
my thoughts as a huge Harry Potter fan, I've read all the books 3 times. I've seen all the movies more times than I can possibly count. I am okay with it. I am nervous excited because there is so much story that was not told. There was so much that was not included. There was so much that was avoided. There was so much that was just they didn't have time to talk about, or they did have time to talk about and they just didn't. There's so much, and the books are amazing.
Yeah.
Say what you want to say about J.K. Rowling. The books and the story is so good, and I know she made up a lot of it as she went along, but that's how storytelling works. You make it up. I am also glad that she's attached to the project because it means it's going to be more authentic to the books than if it was to not have her with it. I have high hopes. I hope the castings are well. I hope that the actors do a good job. Actors are only getting better and better. So
I was gonna
have high
say,
hopes.
I was gonna say I hope the kid who's playing Percy Jackson would be Harry, but he's already Percy Jackson.
Yeah, I like him as Percy Jackson, except for the
Can
fact
you
that they're
imagine
keeping
if
his hair blonde.
if Daniel Radcliffe was James Potter?
He said he's not going to.
What?
Yeah, he said that it's not that he doesn't want to take away the
spotlight.
The spotlight, yeah, basically. He said his time was done. He did it, and he's done with it.
I mean, didn't Hugh Jackman say that?
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. I guess that's really all for this episode that I've got.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Well, that was basically what movie shouldn't be remade. So I think that there's a lot more that can go on that list. I feel like we missed a lot of stuff, but as a whole, I feel like it's a decent list. And thanks for listening. Check out our socials. We are on just about every platform, and we'd love to get a follow. And please subscribe. And we hope to see you on the next episode. And yeah, please leave a comment if you did listen to this and have any comments out there. I'd love to read them. Thanks for listening. Peace.
Peace.